Okay, we can start.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining our job fair, um, CNY Corporation. I am the HR manager for the company. My name is Juan Carlos Núñez. I have been working for CNY for 2 years now. The company has been in business for 7 years, and there is a good expectation that we continue here in Santa Teresa, New Mexico, for the long term. Okay. Once again, thank you very much for joining. A little bit of history about our company. We are a Turkish-based company. Our parent company has been in business for more than 30 years, and here in Santa Teresa, almost 7 years. The expectation that we continue doing business here is good. As I mentioned, it is the company is not leasing the building. They bought it. They did a little bit more than $90 million investment in new machinery. So the purpose of the company is to be here for the long term, and we are looking for um, people who wants to join our team. And the following will be the openings that we currently have. Okay. Right now, what we're looking is buncher operators, multi-wire, drawing operators, and electrical maintenance operators. But before we continue with the details of each position, I would like to show samples of our product, and what we do is copper wire. Um, this is the raw material, how we receive it from our provider. Okay. We have a big machine that is going to stretch this copper to make it a thin, not flexible, but thin. This will be the size, okay? And then from there, we're going to put these lines of copper into baskets. Then after that, it will go into a machine that is going to take 7, 9, 19 different copper lines into the machine and make it very, very thin. We're going to stretch the copper even more to make it this thick, okay? This thing. And then from there, we move it to the other department, which is bunching, that is going to take all those strands of copper and twist them all together, as you can see it on the screen. Okay. You can see this type of product at home. If you remove the plastic from any electrical cord, that's what we do. Okay. Uh, the majority of our business is for automotive. I will say maybe 95%, and but also we provide copper wire to aerospace and medical equipment. Okay, so like I said, we're looking for people, candidates, operators that will join our team, and the multi-wire drawing operator position. This position requires several things from the employee. Requires to work with copper, obviously, be able to work with computers. We use SAP as our production program. Um, it requires that people be able to work with ability to work with hands, as the copper is thin and very, very flexible. Um, at the same time, the operator needs to be able to understand the process, because, like I said, we stretch the copper from very thick to very thin, and the operator needs to understand the logic of how the machine has to need to set up in order to produce the diameter that we need for the different products. So it requires computer skills, ability with work with hands, some physical effort for to be able to complete the job, maintain records on the computer, print labels, um, and also do quality tests on the product. So for every step of of the process, we operators need to make sure that the product is within parameters. So that's another additional requirement, that each roll of copper, operator needs to do quality tests on the diameter, on the strength of the copper, etc. Okay. This process requires a minimum 3 weeks of training, and most likely will be hands-on training along with an experienced operator. And you can see on the screen a picture of the machine that is called multi-wire. On the left side of of the picture, you can see lines of copper coming from the top to the bottom. Those are the lines of copper that already stretch, not flexible, but already stretched. And then where you can see on those four doors that are identical, inside there, there is a set of dies that is going to stretch the copper and make it even more thin and flexible. So it comes, the copper line goes into the machine, goes through a set of dies that is going to make the copper smaller and smaller and smaller through a process of stretching. And then right in the middle of the picture, you can see some rollers that basically what it does is it dries the copper, uh, and then at the end is going to we're going to put those lines of copper into reels that they will be labeled and then ready to the next step of the process, which is bunching. Right there at the right hand, you can see the control panel for the machine where you can control the speed. You're going to enter the information about the product that you're doing or you're producing, the size, the number of strands, etc. So it's a very complex process. Like I said, it requires a lot of from the operator, but it's a very interesting process. Okay. The second position that we have open, we call it a bunching or buncher operators. Basically, what they do is they take the product from the multi-wire, and what they do is take those strands, those lines of copper, take them together, bunch them, twist them, and put it on a reel that is inside the machine, and that's how we ship it to our customer. Okay. Requirements for this job is ability to work with hands. Like I said, is you will be working with very thin material. Um, Also, understand the process, the logic of the process um, that is required in order to understand what are you producing. Computer skills, once again, we use SAP as our production system. The ability to understand the control panel, to control the speed, to enter the product information, to produce label, and put it on the product at the end. On this process, at least we train a new operator during 2 full weeks. Then later on, it will be um, responsible for a workstation. This is a picture of the bunching machine. Okay, on the right lower part of the picture, you can see a reel that is full of copper that is produced from the previous process from multi-wire. And it's a little bit hard to see, but you can see that there are lines of copper going into the machine um, that goes to a plate that is a blue plate that is outside, just outside the machine, the big box that you can see on the left. Um, the lines, the strands of copper needs to be separated, and then next to it there is another die that is twisting. So that's how the lines of copper are twisted, bunched together, going inside the machine, and inside the machine there is another empty reel that is collecting the bunch copper and put it the way the customer needed. As you can see, there is also the control panel there. As I mentioned, um, it requires physical effort from the employee, ability to work with hands, ability to work with computers, and most also understand, like I said, the process so it can be easier. At the end, when you're going to start a new reel, you need to take a sample, do quality test, make sure that the diameter is the diameter that within parameters, do additional tests on the product, and if everything is okay, you can start the machine running. Okay. For the electrical maintenance operator, we are looking for candidates with experience in the industrial machinery, the electrical part. Okay, um, we have the experience working with PLCs, um, motors, drives, um, blueprints. Be, just to give you a very simple example, fix the emergency stop button of the machine. That is a safety concern. So that's basically what the electrical maintenance operator will do. Responsible, it will be responsible for the electrical part of the all the machinery. Okay. Um, in regards to COVID, we are following New Mexico and Department of Health rules and regulations guidelines. Uh, Face mask is mandatory. Uh, Everybody needs to be wearing a face mask. We provide hand sanitizer. We check the body temperature. We provide cleaning stations, and also we keep our social distance all the time. Our work schedule, our operation is 24 hours, 7 days a week. That means that we're open all the time. And the work schedule it is a 40-hour per week. How it is said is that operators will work, and also maintenance operator will work 3 12-hour day work days plus 1 6-hour work day. That completes your 40-hour per week. The schedule is from 6:50 to 7, and as a 24-hour operation, we have two shifts, day and night, and it's a rotation shift. So every 4 months, you will be rotating from days to nights, nights to days. And right here on the screen, you can see when what is the period for the rotation. So if you work on January, February, March, and April during the day, then May, June, July, and August, you will be working during the night shift. Uh, During the time that the period of time that you work during night shift, you get a night shift differential 35 cents on top of your hourly rate. CNWire offers three very comprehensive benefit package. We offer three different medical plans of your choice: dental insurance, vision insurance, life insurance, free, sponsored by the company. Uh, it is a $15,000 policy. Long-term disability and health reimbursement account, which is if you enroll on a medical plan, you will get $1,000 for any medical expense that you incur in the year. We offer paid time off. On the first year, you get 40 hours. On your second year, you get 80 hours. Uh, Paid holidays, we go with the most common: New Year, Memorial, Independence, Labor Day, uh, Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day. 401k is after 1 year of service, and the company matched 50% of your contribution up to 3%. Also, the company provides uniforms and safety shoes allowance. If you're interested in joining our team, um, that's where you need to apply. My name is Juan Carlos Nunez, once again, HR manager, and you can send me a copy of your resume to my email, or if you prefer, you can stop by and fill out an application at 11 Runway Drive, Santa Teresa, New Mexico, 88008, or you can visit the website www.jobs.state.nm.us. Thank you.
Hi, Juan Carlos. So at the moment, if you have any questions, can you please put them in the Q&A box, and we'll go ahead and answer them as they come up. At the moment, we do have one question. Does the electrical maintenance operator work rotation schedule?
Yes. Operators for the maintenance department, they are assigned to a production team. And yes, that they rotate as well as the team does.
Okay, great. Thank you, Juan Carlos.
You're welcome.
If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact Juan Carlos at the email on the screen. as well as the phone number, or you can always visit our website at www.jobs.state.nm.us. Thank you, Juan Carlos, for being with us today to host this virtual event.
Thank you very much, and I hope see you soon.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye. There is another question, Giselle.
Oh, there is another question, Juan Carlos. Do you want me to go ahead and read it real quick?
Yes, please.
Okay. Do you know if there is a public transportation that goes out there?
No, unfortunately, there is we're way far away from civilization. No, just kidding.
Okay.
No, there is no public transportation on this side of the in this area, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see if any other one comes up.
Yeah, there is another one.
No, I think we're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right.
You have a great day, Juan Carlos.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.